going, guys? Thank you for joining me on another episode of A Track Call Quest. In this episode, we're going to be installing our front skid plate bash guard. After due diligence and being online, reaching out to different companies, I was able to locate a skid plate locally here in California. A lot of companies don't offer front skid plates for these 80 series, at least here in the United States. So I was reaching to a lot of manufacturers outside internationally, and the shipping was going to be ridiculous, right? So after many hours, a couple weeks, I was able to find this guard. It's not considered a skid plate or bash guard on the website. This particular skid plate or bash guard is manufactured by a company called Tailor, and they're out of Redding, California, up north. When I saw this, I was very excited because it's fairly inexpensive, and the shipping was a flat rate, which was a big plus compared to what I was going to have to pay to get the stuff shipped in from Australia. Australia has a very generous amount of manufacturers out there that supply all kinds of gear and equipment for these old 80 series. But here in the United States, it's like we're almost limited to just the underbelly pans, like the transfer case pans, transmission, crossmember, skid plate type system. These guys actually make this for these 80 series. So Tailor does not offer any type of powder coat service or any type of paint service. So it comes in a bare steel, just the way you see here. It's all pre-bent and ready to install. What's cool is that they utilize the recovery points on your front frame rails. So you have two on either side. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and test fit this into the truck. We're going to pull off the two recovery points and mount this up. So this will get sandwiched between your frame rails and your recovery points. They do supply you with all the necessary hardware. So they'll give you the 4 bolts and 4 standard washers, which is pretty cool. So, alright guys, let's go test fit this and see what it looks like. Alright guys, we are looking at our power steering cooler line. So this tube here comes off your power steering system, and this is what actually helps cool your power steering fluid while you're heading down the road. It kind of resembles a paper clip, so hence the name paper clip, right? Down below that you have your steering stabilizer. So those are two very much vulnerable components, as well as this transmission cooler. Alright guys, so we are looking at the front of the truck here, and we have driver's side recovery point and our passenger side recovery point. So I ordered this guard from Slee Off-Road to protect that canister for the condenser. So that might be an issue. I might have a couple spacers right there to space this out because the way this bumper is designed. So I'm gonna see if I could just slide the guard in between this plate and the bumper. Just mocked up on there for now, just seeing the way it's going to lay out, and I'm pretty happy with it. So it is protected up there. There's plenty of room up here as well. You can see here how this portion, this apron, drops down. Let's see if we can get a good look here. Yeah, we got plenty of clearance there down below here. Just enough there. Guys, our bash guard is in place. Recovery points are back on. I went ahead and coated these with Raptor liner as well. So I'm really digging how this apron comes down far enough to protect the steering stabilizer, as well as the power steering cooler line back in here. The paperclip cooler line is protected, and it's also protecting the transmission cooler somewhat up here. The gap is a little more than I expected, but it's going to have to do. We're going to have to live with that. But it does provide a little bit of extra protection there. Not only that, but it allows for more airflow. And we'll see. I can always add another piece here if I need to, but we're going to go with that for now. Alright guys, so that pretty much does it for this video. Bash guard came out really good. I ended up coating the recovery points with Raptor liner as well, so it all ties in. And overall, I'm really stoked with the way it came out. Simple install, just 4 bolts. I did have to add a couple spacers just to level everything out on this side, on the driver's side, because I do have that guard for that condenser canister. So, but other than that, it looks proper. And this is pretty much good to go. I think I still have enough space here in order to service the magnifying inline transmission filter. So I'll be able to get in here and take that out without having to remove the bash guard. So yeah, I'm super stoked. So thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.